Hello and welcome back to another video, and thank you as always for watching. And today we're going to be looking at a touring car race again, the week after the last one, the Mugello one. And yeah, I just have to confess before I say anything that this is the second race, because there's always two races in the evening. This is the second race of the evening, and Neutreus absolutely destroyed everyone. Not only got pole position, but smashed the second race as well and won by an absolute mile. Really does pain me to say that, but yeah, unfortunately I thought I'd better disclose that for this video. But yeah, this one, quite a good race, second race of the evening like I said, and yeah, let's jump into it. So we are arriving here at Monza, and it's a reverse grid race, so I was starting third from last because I came third last time. And here we are just experiencing how good the Volvo is off the line. So we've gone from, I think it was 9th to 2nd here. This Audi there has been, I mean, very unfortunately punted there. And as we can see by the exit of my first corner there, we're about to see a little bit of a trend of me just being useless. Not only did I cut the corner there, but I also went a lot slower around it than the optimal speed. So we'll just see what we can do. I think we've got Syntax up in front in another Volvo here, and we're just going to see what we can do for the first lap, because yeah, Neutreus has got the pace, and as I said in the start bit, Neutreus got pole and won the first race very convincingly. We're looking back there, and clearly no one else has had a good start. It looks like an absolute shit show there behind. So we're just going to see if we can break away here. Now, Syntax here, he's got a bit unfortunate there with the curve. It's really annoying, that curve. We managed to go around on the inside I suppose, and then the outside for this little fake corner, and all it is now is just trying to break away, because I just do not have the pace at Monza. It's not normally a favourable track of mine, and yeah, this week I was not fast around here at all. So we see we're breaking away from the pack, and we're essentially going to be just driving on our own for a while, as we're going to see in this race, but we won't show all that obviously, because that is incredibly boring. But yeah, coming in to end the first lap, and we've managed to really quite break away from the pack here, so that is all I could really do. I could not expect a better first lap than that, and I don't even think it's Neutreus in third there either, so that's all good news. And yeah, coming across the line, and I think we've got another clip coming up here of some more uselessness from myself, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So yeah, that is the end of the first lap. And even there again, we just see that I cannot seem to take corners in this race, and we're going to have another example of that here. So we're coming into the second chicane here at Monza, which, you know, it's not that difficult to actually just do, but it's very difficult to get perfect. So we get that first bit right, we get on the power too early, and bang, straight into the gravel. That's lost us at least a second there. And yeah, that is just an example of basically how I was driving all evening in this race, and I wasn't even pissed or anything, so I can't even blame it on that. We're going to jump back here, well, not jump back, but jump back to Neutreus and Picins, who have come out of the pit identically. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting battle here. These are pretty much my two main rivals here. I think, yeah, Picins probably going to struggle in the Volvo in racecraft against, probably going to struggle in the with racecraft against the Volvo, just because of how much acceleration it has coming out of the slow corners. That was very nearly a big crash then. That would have really made my race if they'd both gone off into gravel there. But fortunately for them, but unfortunately for me, they didn't. So Neutreus here, we'll pretend we didn't see that bit there, Neutreus. We'll pretend we didn't see that. But Neutreus all over the back of Picins here, and this is kind of the sector where the Mercedes kind of has a little bit of pace over the Volvo. But yeah, I think on those cold front tyres, Picins really struggling there, going slightly wide again. And yeah, the Mercedes is renowned for having really fast straight line speed, but with this tune I just decided to take all the downforce off. I think Neutreus is running my tune. It's incredibly hard to overtake into Ascari here, so I think Neutreus is just going to try and concentrate on it, getting a good exit. which he has, but also Picins has done that corner incredibly well as well. So we'll have to wait and see coming down here. But I would have thought this Mercedes would be getting away on the straight slightly from the Volvo, but it really doesn't seem to be the case. And little kind of think about it there from Neutreus. I think that was more just to try and distract Picins rather than actually go for an overtake. But he's got a great run out of Parabolica there, and coming down the straight, he's already got the inside line covered, so Picins can't actually cover that across. And this is what I'm saying about the straight line speed of the Volvo. Got someone coming out the pits here, so they managed to negotiate that quite well, and that's job done there for Neutreus, really. Well, it certainly looks like it. I don't think Picins is going to be able to cut back on the exit. No, very difficult to do that front wheel drive versus rear wheel drive. So yeah, Neutreus, great little battle there between those two as well, but Neutreus seeming to be getting away, and that is not good for my race at all either, to be honest, because we really need Neutreus to be getting held up, because as I've said, he is much faster than me this weekend. Managing to negotiate that quite well, and onto the Lesmos, and yeah, I think slightly pulling away from Picins now, and yeah, I think that's basically job done. I did that in the race as well, got on the grass there. I didn't actually favour as well as Neutreus did, but yeah, we're jumping back on board with my in-lap here. Now, we did this at Mugello, and we're about to see the complete opposite of a good lap here, because this was awful. I think we're about 7 laps into the race, because they kind of pitted early and I got away so well, I pitted late. So, absolutely butchering the exit of the first corner there. I mean, that was horrendous. I don't think the whole of this lap was completely terrible, but I wouldn't say any of it was actually good either. So coming around here, and we're just having a little check at the leaderboards here. So Neutreus has pitted, and so has Picins, and they're in 7th and 8th. I think the people in front of them haven't pitted as of now. But we got that corner a little bit more right. Into the Lesmos again. Kind of just cautious, but yeah, nothing to write home about here with regards to pace. We're managing to keep it in a straight line, which is always good. And God, these straights are long, aren't they? Really? I mean, bloody hell. I'm trying to think of something to talk about on these bloody straights. It's an absolute pain in the arse. But we're coming into Ascari here, and I really just hate Ascari this week. I mean, I could not get the balance of the car right. I mean, I wanted to go around there really quickly, and I just couldn't. So, you know, we're managing to stay on the track again here, onto the back straight, and yeah, it's just not really good in lap for us here. So we're just going to have to wait and see where Neutreus is, really. That's all we can do. Coming into Parabolica again, that was another one. I've just taken that absolute walking pace. I know that we've got to go into the pits here, but still, that could have been much better. And we're about to see how much lap time I have lost from my incompetence here. So we're now about to come out of the pits. Again, fantastic livery here. I do like this livery on this car. We're looking back to see if we can see anyone. We can't see anyone at the minute, which is always looking good. Some people have got their lights on, some people haven't. And then, would you look who it is? It's Neutreus. And at this point, I'm thinking, oh, well, that's annoying, but at least I've come out in front of them. So, skipping them forward a little bit here. And, yeah, this is kind of just the story again, like it was last week, where I've got Neutreus on my arse, and I'm just trying not to make any sort of mistake, so that I can just maintain the lead. Because, again, I know in the same car, it's very difficult to overtake. This is where I went on the grass there. Somehow I managed to, because Neutreus thought about the little lunge there, I managed to actually get a better exit onto this straight here, coming into Ascari, and that's actually just given me a little bit of breathing room, which is fantastic news for me, really, because basically the whole end of this race, after coming out of the pits, Neutreus is just on my arse again. And he's got a great entrance into Ascari there, and managed to follow that speed through. So we're gonna go defensive here, and just hope that we can hold him off. It's very hard to overtake into the Parabolica, and we're just going to get our yeah, that's about all I can say about that. I don't think there was anything illegal with that, but yeah, I'd say that was a little bit naughty for myself, but yeah, still within the rule book, I think. So immediately we're just going on the defensive to make our intentions known here, that we are going to make him go around the outside if he does want to try and overtake. Again, coming into the first chicane here, we've gone very wide there. Thankfully, so close is the second part of that chicane, so we managed to actually straighten up the car nicely and still get quite a good exit. I'm not really sure how, to be honest, because that looked like an absolute slam dunk, but yeah, managed to pull something off there. So yeah, we're going to see what happens going into the next corner. I think I actually had a tiny bit of breathing room at this point, and then we're coming into, again, the next lap. Again, Neutreus all over my ass. Nothing I can do about it pace-wise. Just try and keep him behind. And it's pretty much a repeat of the lap before. Trying to make him go around the outside. I do actually hit the apex this time, which is fantastic news. And then coming out of here, yeah, we've managed to do a pretty good exit out there. And coming into the second chicane again, I think we've got enough. Yeah, we've got enough of a gap here to just about seal the deal without having to go defensively. So, oh, that was close. Closer than I thought there, that was. And yeah, so coming out there, and I think Neutreus has shown his nose all around here as well, just to try and make me slower. Little did he realise that I was already just being shit. I didn't need anyone else to help me. We have done some very clean looking corners as well, but I just know that they're absolutely terrible. For some reason, we always seem to get a better exit out there than Neutreus does, and yeah, that's kind of saving bacon quite a few times. And here we go again, coming into Ascari. I think this is a couple of laps ahead, and once again, Neutreus, well no, this time he's caught the inside curve like I did, and this is giving me a little bit more breathing room. There's not going to be any attempts around the outside of this time. And unfortunately, the most unfortunate thing about this race is that the video only saves for 20 minutes, and we have a 25-minute race. So the replay only saves, and I forgot to save the end of. Yeah, so sorry, but the audio seemed to cut off again then. I'm not really sure what's going on with the end of my audio, but yeah, essentially it's really gutting that the finish to that race, I think there was about 2 laps left. It's pretty annoying that didn't save, because I think the next lap was pretty much the same as it was with Neutreus on my ass, but coming out of the final corner of the final lap, I absolutely had a horrific exit. Neutreus was completely on my ass, and I ended up beating him by a bumper. So and I forgot to get the game clip as well, just because I could have added that on there as well. So I'll remember to do that next time. But overall, good race, and yeah, looking forward to some more. So catch you in the next one. Thanks ever so much.